We will start with introduction to the web technology. So what is World Wide Web? So World Wide Web is the way of exchanging the information between the computers on internet, right? So what is internet? Internet is nothing but internet is the autonomous network of millions and billions of computers which is connected to each other. So internet is the network of millions of computers which is connected to each other. So what is the World Wide Web? So World Wide Web is the network of the pages. No, they are nothing but they are the web pages, and these web pages consist of images. Let us take example of a news website. So in that news website you will see that there are images, lot of pictures which the reporter have taken, and there are a lot of text, and there could be some statement of the people which is recorded in the form of an audio file. So there is some audio files are there, and there could be some YouTube videos also. That is what they have reported, so they have put the videos of that. So this is the World Wide Web, which is the network of web pages, right? And internet is the network of computers. Yes, and these web pages can be viewed using a software. That software is known as a browser. So all of us are using the web browsers in our phones and computers. There are various web browsers. So common, most popular web browsers are Chrome and Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, and there are various other web browsers, and there are which is which is there, right, on computers and mobiles. Right. So, what is World Wide Web? We have discussed that it is collection of electronic documents, and right, that consists of text, audio, video. So, a website is collection of related web pages. A web server is a computer that delivers the requested web page on the computer. That is right. See, but see, whenever you are playing a video, so for example, you have to play a video on the YouTube. So that video is not locally stored in your machine. That video is recently uploaded by someone, right, and you have subscribed to that YouTube channel, and you want to play that video, so that video is not there stored locally in your machine, right? So when you will click on that video, you are sending a request to the server, and that server is nothing but the YouTube server through internet, right? So that internet is the autonomous collection of network, connection, autonomous network of computers. So it is your request is being transmitted over internet, and it reaches to that server, right? In that server, that file that file is stored, and that file will be retrieved from that storage, and then that file will be sent to you over the internet, right? And that file will be streamed in your web browser, and then the file will play, right? So this is how the things work in the internet, right? So now let us go to the history of internet. So in the history of internet, you will see that in 1989 or 1990, tim berners-lee Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web, right? So he is the inventor of www, World Wide Web, right? And we are transferring graphics and text simultaneously over the web pages, right? So now as we have discussed that you are here, you are sitting at the client machine, you are sitting at the client place, and you have subscribed to a YouTube channel, and one video is uploaded in that channel. You want to play the video, so you will send a request. So you are the client, so you have used a web browser which is Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, and then you are sending a request. That request is known as HTTP request. HTTP is Hypertext Transmission Protocol. This request reaches over the internet, it travels to the web server, it reaches the web server, and now the web server is YouTube web server, and that YouTube web server is having a storage space. This is a huge storage space, and now from the storage space, it will retrieve the file that you have requested to see, and then file will be sent to you over the internet through HTTP response, right? And then file will be streamed in your web browser, and then the file will be played in your web browser machine. Yes. So this is the server we have discussed. So this is the web server of the YouTube, right, which where the actual file is stored, right? This is the cache. Now see some files are very frequently accessed. Some data is very frequently needed multiple times. So that data can be stored in the cache. So cache is a very fast access memory. So if we will store the frequently required data in a very fast accessible memory, so we can process the request at a faster rate, right? If we will not use the cache, still we can process the request, right? But the advantage of cache memory is that it is very fast, it is very fast read write memory, right? So the request can be accessed at a very fast rate from this, right? So that is why we can use some cache memory in the web server for the files which is very frequently used, right? And we have discussed about the internet, that internet is nothing but it is the connection of millions of computers, right? whi- which is connected to each other, right? So we have discussed this. Now let us go to the next slide. So we will see the various components of the web components, right? So HTTP is Hypertext Transmission Protocol. This transmission protocol is used to communicate between the client machine and the server machine. So this is your client machine. You are using the web browser and you are sending the request to the server machine. So this request can be sent using hypertext transmission protocol, and this hypertext markup language is HTML language. See, the web pages are created in a language which is known as HTML language. So this within the HTML language we create the various web pages, right? So these web pages are created in HTML language, and this extensible markup language is the language uh, which is used for coding and encoding purpose, right? So whenever we are transmitting a web page, whenever this server machine is transmitting a web page, some data, so that data will be encoded and that will be decoded at the this machine, that is the client machine, right? So that is why the extensible markup language is used, right? So these are the various important components, or you can say that they are the semantic components used in the web technology. So thank you very much for watching this video.